As some of you may or may not know, I am a huge Silent Hill fan. Cue terrible cosplay photos. That's me right there. I'm just loving it. The games are beautifully orchestrated and still by far my favorite video game series to date. Who doesn't love creepy monsters and getting lost in the fog on a Saturday night? I know this guy's into it. But today, I'm not here to talk about the game series. I'm coming to you, laying it all out, while we discuss the place the games were actually based off of. Yep, that's right. The games were based off of an actual town. Pretty crazy, I know. Not a lot of people know this, but yeah, it's a thing. If you don't know how we usually knead the dough around here, my name is Side Effects May Include or Stina, whatever you feel like calling me. I am barely alive, but I'm here. And it's not for me, guys. It's for you. So let's just get cooking in this kitchen. Really? I've been running on autopilot for like a week. Not even sure how I got motivated enough to crank this one out, but here we are, kids. Fasten those seatbelts and we're off. A long, long time ago, Centralia, Pennsylvania was a small town filled with shops, residents, and a mining business. Coal from local mines fueled its homes and its economy, and the residents worked, played, and lived as neighbors, just doing their thing, you know? Today, it's nothing like that. Centralia's streets are deserted. Most of the buildings are gone. What's left of their foundations are no longer level and warped. Smoke pours from the cracks in the ground over a graffiti-sprayed highway. And when I mean graffiti-sprayed, I mean it's like everywhere. Crazy. A friend of mine went and visited, and she showed me pictures, and I was just like, dude, wow. Oh, hello, random boat. We love engine noises breaking up the recording. We really do. Okay, I don't think they're going to stop, so I'm just going to power through here. In case you are unaware, I have stated previously I live in a boatyard because that's just my life. And during the day, often, we just hear random boat noises and engines and sometimes forklifts. So recording is lovely. And then on the days that I do get available to record, usually one of my roommates is having band practice, so it's just a lot of noise in this town. Oh yeah, the graffiti sprayed streets. It's just like graffiti everywhere, but there's no buildings, so it's super strange. Complete ghost town now. The cause is something that's still happening right to this day. It's a fire that's been burning for over 50 years, resulting in the devastation of a community and the eviction of pretty much everyone that lived there. And by many, like all of them. I mean, the population is incredibly low, and they don't even have an active zip code anymore. So that if you live there, you need to have a P.O. box. The population as of 2020, according to the census, was a whopping 13. So that speaks for itself. Coal mine fires are nothing new, but Centralia is the United States' worst and one of history's most devastating. Before the 1962 fire, Centralia had been a mining center for over a century. Home to a rich deposit of fat coal, the town was incorporated after mining began in the 1950s. Mining was really prominent back then, and when the fertile grounds were discovered, they just built the town right there because, hey, it was convenient for everyone who had to work in the mine. Could you imagine? Like, back then, it's not like you could hop on a bus, so they were just like, look, we work right here in the coal, let's just build the town right here. So the mining brought trade to the town, obviously, because back then coal was worth like so much. It was crazy. Which brought the town a lot of success. Trade equals success, as they say. During the 18 whatevers, the town was home to members of a secret society club that originated in Ireland and made its way to the American coal mines along with many Irish immigrants. They apparently committed a rash of violence within Centralia. The Molly Maguires were implicated in everything from the murder of the town's founder, Alexander Ray, to the death of the area's first priest. Some believe that the Mollys were guilty, while others claim that the Mollys were framed by the owners of the mines who feared that the members of the Mollys and other organizations would unionize the workers. After a brutal attempt to subdue the Mollys and the execution of some of the group's suspected leaders, in 1877, the crime wave ended and things appeared to be returning to normal until that big old fire that we're going to get into. I used to live in a small town out in the middle of nowhere land. Back then, the town's biggest drama was coyotes. I couldn't imagine having to deal with potentially crazy humans trying to ruin everything. Like, oh, hello, hi, we're just a small town. We have coal and gangs, so come on down, Centralia. Centralia's dependence on mining grew. By 1890, it was home to over 2,700 people, which was a lot back then. Most of them miners and their family members, though. And even though the stock market crash and the Great Depression struck a strong blow to the coal industry in Centralia, it did not kill the town, which is impressive, to say the least. It took the fire to pretty much destroy everything. An abandoned mine pit that had been converted into a garbage dump in 1962 is where it all started. Trash was a huge issue in Centralia, and it became normal to just set it on fire to get rid of it. So a trash fire gone wrong spread to the mine, and boom, history. I always found the town's history incredibly interesting, so I thought I'd share it with you guys while I did some art, because we love art here, guys. I'm very artistic. Silent Hill will probably always be my favorite video game series. It just has so much going for it that I'm all about. Love the psychological trauma. Anyway, guys, if you like my content, leave me that like, throw me that sub, and join our little community. Numbing the pain with constant killer content, and I'll see you next time, babes.